Hey everyone, and welcome to Carysgarage. And on this episode, we're back with the wagon to see if we can actually get it started this time after all the stuff we did to it on the last video. And before we get started with this video, if I could just have you hit that subscribe and like button if you haven't already done it. And don't forget, we also have a Patreon. We've got a few subscribers already on there, and every little bit helps move these projects further along. So let's take a look at the 86 Mercury Grand Marquis LS Colony Park Station Wagon, which is always a mouthful to say, and see if we can't get it running. And I'll show you what I did. After doing a bunch of stuff to it, let's see if it starts. Got the battery plugged in. It's got fuel in it. So let's see what happens. Well, it starts up, so that is absolutely fantastic news. And let me show you what the problem was. I ended up actually pulling the entire ECM out of the firewall, I pulled it all apart and ended up doing a bunch of pinning out. And what I ended up finding out the problem was, very simply, was this wire right here. It was disconnected. I still need to properly fix it. I had just connected it for testing purposes. But at some point, I don't know when, whoever was messing with it, I guess when they took the battery out, it got broken. And this was actually laying down in there, and this was just kind of barely tucked. So I didn't really see it, did a little bit of testing, hooked that up to the ground, and it started right up. It does have a little bit of a problem, which you can probably hear in the video. The fan is hitting the fan shroud. I don't know if it's a little bit tweaked. I need to figure that out. But what we're actually going to do is I need to put some air in that tire. We're going to hop in it. We're going to drive it to the other side of the yard and back it up in front of the garage because I need to rearrange the yard back here and load up one of the cars on the trailer. So yeah, let's actually drive this thing for the first time ever. Even though it's only going to be, I don't know, 100 feet, but let's still drive it. All right, let's see what happens. And it is a little bit louder because part of the exhaust is actually missing from the left side where it comes off of the exhaust manifold to the Y pipe. So I'm gonna have to fix that, but at least it runs. And it goes into gear. Oh my God, I'm driving it. It's a very weird feeling. Reverse works really good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call that a success. Being able to get it started and drive it was pretty awesome, even knowing I only drove it a short distance, but it seems to drive all right. Brakes are a little spongy, that's easy to fix. So what's next on the station wagon? Well, for one, we desperately need tires and we need to fix that exhaust system. Like I said, there's a pipe missing from the down pipe going to the Y pipe. It's only about yay big or so. I've got some extra exhaust pieces laying around. I might try and see if I can weld it myself. If I get the bends right, I have no way to bend it. If not, I'm gonna call a couple of muffler shops and see if they can just weld in a little piece for me. It shouldn't be too bad. And then really it's on the interior and just kind of cleaning it up. It also needs a windshield. It's got a really bad crack in it. That shouldn't be too bad. I need to call around about that as well. But from going to be a car that sat in a yard with rotten gas in the tank, not running or driving for several years, to where it is now, we've definitely come a long way, and we're getting close to being able to actually drive it as a functioning vehicle. So that's pretty exciting. But we'll go ahead and leave it off there, and I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I really appreciate it.